All right. Woo, survival mode. Okay, so now we're going to be talking a little bit about the same situation that we were talking about in our sorting computer. Just see how it works in the survival mode of really having a lion in front of us. So like, oh, this side. Whoa,
Yeah, we can see.
survival mode.
Wow.
Yay. Okay. Oops. I got my microphone. I got
Hello.
too excited.
I'm throwing with a bit of excitement.
Okay. All right. So this is how the brain works in survival mode. For example, you're walking and you're photographing in the woods, and suddenly you see a lion. So what happens? We said the lion itself, the picture of the lion is just a video that's going into our TV screen with no emotion yet. But what happens is it then goes into the sorting computer. And in the sorting computer, it's looking for a match. It's looking to see if it has any information about this scanned face and body that might mean that we are not going to be in balance or that we're not going to be safe. And when it comes to body safety, I do still use the word safe. So we're checking if we're going to be safe. Okay, so the picture is going now into the sorting computer and it's looking for information. So what's the information going to be? Maybe your parents taught you that a lion is dangerous. Maybe you saw videos on National Geographic about lions eating other animals. Whatever it is, you have information already in your sorting computer that says you are not safe if you see this face. Okay? So then what happens in our body? What happens is the brain brings up a prediction that says something about the future. And this is very important to understand because we're going to be talking about this soon again. It's saying, I might die. How do I know that? Because that's the information that I have gathered in the sorting computer. This is what I was taught. Okay, this is the information that I gathered in my life. And I know that this face of this lion means for my future that I might die. Now, when you bring the prediction of the future, that's when everything starts happening with the chemicals in your body. So I'm just going to say this again because it's very important for the understanding afterwards of everything else. I'm going to say it again. A video comes in from the five senses, right? We said we have a TV that has our five senses connected to it. It brings in information from the world. The information that's gathered into the world comes into the TV without no emotion. Then that picture goes into the sorting computer. The sorting computer is the database that the brain goes to first to check if you're safe, to check if you might be in balance because of this situation. Okay? So when it goes in with a face of a lion and you're 25 or 30 years old, it has all the information that this might be dangerous to you. And what the brain does is it takes the information from the sorting computer. It makes a future prediction. Again, very, very important for what we're learning today. It makes a future prediction that you might die. And then everything happens. What happens? Bam, all of the adrenaline, all the chemicals are coming into the body now, rushing. Why? Because this matters. Why does it matter? This is your meaning now to save your life. My life matters. And that's all the chemicals that are going now into the body. And we said when the chemicals go into the body, what's riding it? Also a to do list. Okay. But let's see what else happens. So, first of all the adrenaline, okay? When the adrenaline comes out, remember also it's taking the blood now away from other systems that are being considered irrelevant right now for saving your life. So, the digestive system, okay? When you're in stress, it takes away the blood from the digestive system. So we had the adrenaline. The adrenaline is coming in and it's making you all hyper. You feel the heart rate, racing. You feel the body, the blood rushing, to the places where you're going to be needing it. And what the brain does now, it focuses on saving your life. It can't do anything else. It's shutting down everything else. It's focusing on this thing that is going to make you die. Now, what happens when you focus and when all the blood is taken? It's shutting down, as I said, other systems. So there are other systems in the body that are shutting down, like your digestive system and others. But what else that's happening? It's shutting down any ability to be creative, any ability to do something which is not in the private garden. Everything that happens in the communal garden cannot happen. It's shutting down the pathway to what we call the frontal cortex. That's where you can fall in love. That's where you can create new things. That's where you learn new things. When you're in stress, when there's a lion coming to eat you up, that's not a time to waste energy on going to learn something, right? That's not the time that you're going to say, oh, life is great. I am going to go create and paint and go photograph or whatever. That's not the time. This is the time to be focused on saving your life. So that's what the brain is doing. It's shutting everything else down. It's having you focus on that very specific thing that's going to kill you, all right, in this situation, the lion. And it's sending you also a to-do list, as I say. So it's sending all the chemicals into the body and telling the body, giving the instructions, okay, pick up your legs, start running, go climb on a tree, yell and scream, lie down, be quiet, whatever it is that you were taught in the past that you need to do in order to get away from a lion, that's what you're going to be doing now. And how do you know to do it? Because when you go into the sorting computer, what comes out of there are the chemicals that are going to make you feel something, that are going to make you do something with an exact instruction from what you learned in the past on what to do in order to save yourself in this moment. So the information of run or walk up on a tree or whatever, that's stuff you were taught in the past. And that's what's going to come out now at this stressful moment. And that's what you're going to be doing. And then what happens? Oh my God, I saved my, oh, sorry, on the microphone. I saved myself. Whew. That brings what's called a spike of dopamine. Okay? Whew, I feel good. But we have to have a very, very good understanding that this feel good is a feel good of saving yourself from something that was dangerous. It was saving yourself from something that was stressing you. This is not real, I'm feeling good. Okay? This is just a spike of dopamine. The problem is, and we're not going to get into it too much, but the problem is that in the modern world, we are basically addicted to this spike of dopamine. This is what we think is us feeling good, and you'll understand that soon when we talk a little bit more about it. So the dopamine spike is we're safe for now until the next crisis, right? Now, in the modern world, they say that we have 95% of the day we are dealing with stuff which stresses us, which makes us feel, in the lower emotional scale, let's say all those emotions. That means that this system is running again and again and again and again, and it's running overtime. And all these chemicals are going too much into our body that at the end they're even hurting our body. And we can talk about that a little later. So this is, first of all, just to understand how it works in the brain again, how it works with a lion. And now we can go back to the dysfunctional family and to the functional family and see how it works with our emotional stories.